Like genius Australian for Burr? Oh, I am still on action cam. How long have I been on action cam? I'm sorry. Maybe I should not do action cam since I forget to undo it. Petition available. Grand Guild Hall for the Hill of Rats, or the Hill of Roots. As many members. It now requires a Grand Guild Hall. Farmer Guild Hall of Roots. Farmer Guild. Sure. Do we not already have Farmer Guild? Agreed to build Grand Guild Hall.
At last, I finished the artifact.
Mooney the Human has created Tath Tatstokid Gab Okud, a yak bone puzzle box. She claims as an heirloom in the name of what a piece of shit. Plunge impales the dints of obeying.
Worth 55,200 dwarf bucks. This is a yak bone puzzle box. All craftsdwarfship is of the highest quality. It is encrusted with rectangular brown circin cabacons, decorated with plum wood, and encircled with bands of yak bone and square-cut brown circins. This object is adorned with hanging rings of ash and menaces with spikes of plum wood. On the item is an image of the rope of angels, the adamantine pick, and donkey bone.
Is the rope of angels something I made before? It's a $55,200 puzzle box. Are you a real man? Then take these courses on dictating. Actually can work pretty well for the waterfall melt demo, which had some amazing quotes come out of it. Good. As long as it all works well in the end. That's all we need to keep track of. I've forgotten what the hell I'm doing now. Not gonna lie. That's gonna need to be moved over. Oh yeah, the Farmer Guild Hall. That's you, right? You're the Farmer Guild Hall? We need a bunch of statues. With a detail on... Do we have anything for statues thus far? Or for farming? Strawberry plant, the girder of keys. They're going to be surrounded by strawberries. Someone needs strawberries. Strawberries in the farmstead. There we go. We'll build 4 strawberry plant statues and see how well it goes from there. Like one quote is answering the other question. How do I spell D? It doesn't use Dwarf Fortress water systems. Look, D is a hard letter to spell. It's like the 4th one in. How are you supposed to remember that far? You guys act like this shit's simple. Is this now not generate as much mist as it used to? Oh, never mind, it does. It's just, I guess it has low points. So I need this to end up with a hole down here. Right? No. Channel. That's what I'm trying to go for. But I can't. So this water has to, when it's good and ready, route all the way across on this side. It's going to be filled with plenty of alerts because the game hates me. Can it go here? Nope. It has to at least be that low. And then come this way. I don't like that. What if I feed it in through this? I can avoid it by feeding it all the way to there. Shit. It's like I've done an exact thread of what's not going to help me. Wow! I could thread it to there. If I run it through the middle, it can fall down that hole, through this hole, which is in the middle of the thing. That will hit into here, just outside the uwu. It'll be like a little beauty mark, and then that will continue on past. It'll be a uwu beauty mark. That is the best I can do for draining the pressure, is an uwu beauty mark. Because if I go south, in order to go and be south of this, I have to go so far south that nobody will ever get misted. And I'll defeat the purpose. So we have to have an uwu beauty mark. I believe that spill. Get good at masturbating.
Here's the list. Looks like we're out of these things here, you see?
Oh, yes. We need to build some of these.
Oh, is there damp stone? Who could have predicted damp stone when you dug under the river? Oh my god, is there more of the damp stone? I'm willing to bet as we keep digging, we'll find more and more of the damp stone.
Autumn has arrived.
I hate you. I'm not doing the push-ups. I'm not doing them right now. I'm annoyed. You get to live today. Stop biting me. Like we're just bouncing back and forth between random out of context quotes and people trying to do freaking Russian roulettes. All right. It really does take a minute to save, doesn't it? Can't dig, water is wet. I'm sorry, sir, I can't dig this fire. Why? Fire is very hot. This wasn't in my dwarven digging handbook, how wet water could be. But now that it's touched my skin, I've decided I just won't have any of it. Wait for the man with the wheelbarrow to come grab that hematite. To please grab my hematite. Thank you. Then we're gonna smooth over the walls. Really didn't need to dig this all the way around because of what I ended up doing. Kind of looks a bit bad. Kind of looks like I'm just making this shit up on the spot. But everyone knows I'm a professional and would never make up anything on the spot. That would be a heresy. That's the solution, a headband. Do it blind. If I don't see the wetness, I can't feel the wetness. Let them do this first. Then I'll worry about the part that I can just do afterwards to make it look a little bit better. Is that what a floodgate is? I guess so. It's a T-junction. Not the floor, though. I don't really care about the floor. It's gonna get covered in mud and then you'll bitch, so on and so forth. All right. Miner, come and channel this, which will lead to that. So I need someone to channel that. Which will be a little ooh-woo watermark. Which I need to get channeled once more. Which that'll lead here. Need that to lead to this drainage system as well. Now, how is this man going to get out afterwards? I have no clue. Oh, you located damp water underneath the uwu. Fucking let me call the news station. Stop telling me about the damp shit. You can't leave anyways. I've tricked you into going to a one-way path. You have no way out. Yeah, what are you gonna do now? You like complaining about the paths and shit. What are you gonna do? That's what I thought. Don't question me. This stairwell can be done And another Z level down and brought all the way over and then walled off. That's what we'll do. This way he is free. I'll just wall it and we'll be good. Did I strike the hematite? Did I strike it hard? Get rid of that ramp. There you go. I'm not even going to smooth it because I want it to look like it's different than this. Build construction wall. Obsidian block. Oh, somebody got gigged. Click, can't dig, water is wet. Who did it? Hellfire Skyrim? That's hard to tell that I initiated that quote intentionally. I have no idea what my subscriber badge is. The subscriber badge, which again is something I kind of need to upgrade, is 1 year subscriber is a golden D20. I say golden, but yeah, it's a D20. I was trying to get the dice off the system, but that was way back when I was just like, oh yeah, RNG, that makes perfect sense. Those could probably be upgraded as well. Why am I doing this again? Hold on. I've lost everything for the weeds. When I detect water, it opens the floodgate. And when there is no water, it shuts the floodgate. So, pressure plate. Water does trigger. Minimum 1 to 7. Anywhere that there is water, yes. And it resets. Or no, now it resets. If there is water, trigger. Pressure plate. Water triggers. Pressure plate. Water triggers. The chance of it going, so there's the water on the edges will have 8. 1/4 of the time, 2 of the 8 will lead to a pressure plate on either side. The one in the middle has 3 out of 8. So the chance of water building up and those pressure plates not seeing it are slim to nil. We'll just have to do that and see how well it works. I am, however, going to need more mechanisms. At least 6. Now, the bolts of the scorching pillars. The bolts of the scorching pillars shall be put onto training. With a minimum of 10 is not necessary. The number... No. What did I do? Where is the number? Inactive. Uniformed. Copy orders, cancel orders, edit order. Edit order. I don't need that many soldiers because we don't have that many soldiers. 1 soldier minimum. Copy. That's all we really need for training. The scorching pillars. Military scorching pillars. Schedule. Every month they're set to train when they're on train. SC. They're on active training. So they are set to train when they are not shooting. Which may include shooting bone bolts at targets, but it is something. And now Hellfire's training room is being put to use. No idea what my, looks like a D10. Yeah, if you highlight it, it looks, I mean, you see the 20 and it's triangular, whereas a D10 is more like a diamond. But I get what you're saying. It's one of the reasons why I have to, like, upgrade it. I only know D6 diagonal reading is dumb. Well, Isaac's D10 is yellowy brown and it doesn't have a D20 as it skips to a D infinity. Oh, and behind it, if you look behind the dice symbol, it's the Dwarf Fortress symbols. So D20 has the high quality multiple lines thing. D8 has just a plus, so on and so forth. I don't know if there are any other dice subscriber symbols active in chat right now, but yeah, I had it do an upgrading dice in front of an upgrading Dwarf Fortress quality symbol. Wonderful combination. Yeah, it kind of muddled things a bit. Not gonna lie. Should have really been one or the other with maybe a cute picture like with it. Probably just the dwarf symbol, the dwarf quality symbol around like a happy smiling dwarf would have made a little more sense than two things each individually upgrading per upgrade. Build a floodgate. Emerald, did you ever look at an old game called Alona? I don't think I've ever heard of Alona. I heard you like upgrades, so I upgraded your upgrade. Look, it made sense in my brain at the time. I suddenly had to do subscriber slots and emotes and all this good jazz. I had no clue what the hell I was doing, truth be told. Add new task. Link up a floodgate. That floodgate, as a matter of fact. Add new task, link up a floodgate. That floodgate, as a matter of fact. Everyone start linking up pressure plates. That won't do a damn thing. What the hell am I doing? That floodgate doesn't even make sense. That floodgate doesn't even make sense. The floodgates need to be blocking the Watcher. That's what the floodgates need to be doing. That's all those floodgates need to be doing. I need 3 floodgates blocking this water, which means I need 6, 12, 18. I need 18 mechanisms. This is a convoluted idea for a really simple idea. Convoluted solution to a simple idea. You can't even see what I'm trying to throw up at you. Stop biting me. I hate the banana lizards. I still do. Whenever you're on that map, if you take down anything, sure enough, there's a horde of like 20 banana lizards that are jumping on the monster. And it's like, get out of here. You are so useless. Go away. Beep, beep, boo. So what I want to do when the water freezes and I have a chance is I'm going to go in and build a wall here just to bring it in, to force it to the 3s. And then I'll have the pressure plate to stop these. Actually, they could be on hatches, not floodgates, because we want them to go over instead. And then when they are closed, the water will go across and into this. So we'll have pressure plates hooked up to doors. And somehow that makes sense to me. Monster Hunter. The yellow banana assholes are the Jagresses. Oh yeah, that's right. That's the library. Someone wanted to be the head of the library, but no one wanted the library. So everyone meets in the middle of the hall. That's the library. Right outside everyone's bedrooms is where the library is. Holy shit, the drinks are down. We went from over 3,000 just over 700. Do I have a bookkeeper? I do not. Monster Witcher Hunter 3 Wild Rathalos Hunt. Yo, I've gotten good at it. I've gotten some good. Right now I'm using an Explosion Safi Hammer with a T2. I think I switched over to full Teostra set. I have a 3-piece Teostra set, I want to say, and a 2-piece Safi. Because I hated the attack up on the hammer when I missed. Because you can increase your affinity by like 30, but my affinity is already above 100 when I hit anyways. So I undid the Safi bonus. Because if you do a hammer aerial swing, you go miss, 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 and you just die if every single swing isn't hitting. So I took off Safi set bonus. Put Ilona, no. This notebook is things to do for stream. Ilona is not for stream. If it is something that perhaps you wish to remind me to check out later, then that can be done in the DMs, and I'll probably not notice for about a week, but at some point I will notice it again and then feel bad for not noticing it earlier, and then I will check it. The notebook is supposed to remind me that there are upgrades and things I need to do for stream. Otherwise, I muddy it with other things. Needs plant. What do we have? Well, we're up over 900 drinks, and it's still, it's just fruit. Ran out of fruit to brew with. That makes sense. They're not training anymore, are they? Tavern's a bit small. Some would say absolutely tiny. Oh, that's right. I was building things over here. The tower. The whole purpose of this base. I was doing things. I was living in a realm of my own creation. Oh, that reminds me. Did I get rid of it? I'm forgetting what the other game was. 2 shows. I started talking about this earlier, but there is 2 shows that are definitely happening right now, and they are both very, very dumb. One, which I discussed last time, was Special Forces Prostitutes. Special Forces, I always forget the word, it's not a brothel. It's the one where they sing. It's not a brothel. It's the thing where they wear stripper clothes, old-fashioned stripper clothes, and they sing. A Baroque? It's a B word. Bordello? No. Is Get Good Speedruns? I'm trying to remember what it is. I wanted to watch the second episode, and by I wanted to watch it, I mean I glanced through it, and there wasn't any mech fighting, so I lost interest. There's stupid mechs. Yeah, wash your hands before and after you try to get good at masturbating. Cabaret. How do I keep forgetting these words? That's mostly right. There's also a B word that goes with it. But yeah, it's a bad show. I don't understand, and I think it's got decently good ratings. Baffles me. I don't understand what is wrong with some of these people. Digimon. They redid Digimon this season, and Digimon is garbage. Fight me. Fight me. The new Digimon is garbage. I'm sorry. It is. I saw 1 episode, and 1 episode is all I needed to see to know that that is garbage. Burlesque. Thank you. Why do I keep forgetting Burlesque? Cabaret and Burlesque. The new Digimon is garbage. The people behind it should feel like garbage. I don't know. It's back to the Final Fantasy thing. It's back to the Final Fantasy VII thing. If something is a remake, you're making it for the people that did it before, partly, right? So there should be, you should understand. You shouldn't write tips for Final Fantasy VII remake that applies to any JRPG. You shouldn't make a remake of a show or anime that doesn't follow the show or anime. You don't need to do that. That doesn't make any sense. At that point, you're just copying someone else's drawings and claiming them as your own. Like, it's fucking goofy. They have Agumon and they have Tai. Fine and dandy. Completely different setup. Okay, you're already losing me. Different intro. Kind of knew that was gonna happen. Maybe it's a licensing thing, whatever. They don't use the Digivolve tone, music, anything. They don't call it Digivolving. They don't. It's just awful. They use different voice actors. The whole thing is just bad. I don't understand what they did. I don't Yeah, I saw it and I'm like, well, I remember watching this when I was a kid, and I was like, this just feels wrong. This feels wrong in my bones. Let me go on YouTube and load up one of the old things. Oh, that's right. This is what nostalgia feels like. I don't know what the fuck that other show is. I don't know what the new Digimon remake thing is. If they were going to do Digimon again, they should have just done a new season of Digimon with a new plot. Don't say it's a remake of Digimon Adventures and then not use the Adventures plot. They should be in the Digi world on a bus. Not one of them gets sucked into a laptop while another one plays Tamagotchi to stop a train driving in circles. Doesn't make any sense. That's not the plot. That's not how this goes down. This doesn't help anybody. I'm suspecting that what they're doing is they're redoing, I'm hoping, that this is just, oh, they're really young? So they're overwriting the Digimon fighting between the buildings scene with this new scene, not the bus. If it turns out this is like the start, then they've lost everything. I don't know what the fuck they're smoking. He's gonna clap off screen again. It's a trash fight. It is. That's what I'm saying. Like maybe they are redoing the fight scene because the fight scene was like half done in and not really done detailed. Weird to change it, but okay. Perhaps that's what they're doing. But even if they're only changing that part of the story, it doesn't have the same audio. And you guys have heard me on plenty of rants. I have an ear for liking audio. If you're going to say something is something, it better sound the same. It better sound the same or it better sound reminiscent. And the new shit doesn't sound like anything. I legit think what they did for it's not digivolving anymore, it's just evolving. I think the music for evolving, they got off of like a royalty-free music site. Or they like ripped some audio from RPG Maker. It sounds generic fantasy garbage. It just sounds like generic fantasy nonsense. It doesn't sound like Digimon or anything. It just makes you kind of wonder what the point is. Some would say, what's the point with this? And I would agree with them that there is no point to this. It doesn't make any sense. It's just garbo. Audio, video, graphic, fire. But like they changed the words, they changed the theme, they changed everything they could recognize. I understand if your intro is not Digimon, Digital Monsters, Digimon are the champions. Because that's what they did in America, not in Japan. That's fine. It's not Butterfly? Okay, you're losing me. Maybe it's something that reminds me of Butterfly. No, doesn't remind me of Butterfly. It reminds me of generic fantasy garbage. Okay, we're gonna digivolve. Gotta have that high-pitched squeal and the Digivolution song. Oh, we don't have that. Well, do we have the other version? No, we don't have that either. Well, shit. Are we gonna explain Digivolution? No, because they don't digivolve. They evolve. Like it's fucking Pokemon. I don't understand why. Should have just done something else. It defeats its own purpose. If you're trying to compete against Pokemon, which if you're going with Digimon, that's what you're doing. You're trying to compete against Pokemon. You want to be doing things to set you apart from Pokemon. Digivolving was a decent idea to set you apart from Pokemon. They don't digivolve anymore. So what are they? What are these horrid creatures that I'm looking at? Because they're not Digimon. What they do for the Digivolution now admittedly didn't have much in terms of graphics before. It spun around really fast. It overlaid a bunch of information on it, and then like the spinning graphics switched to the new monster and the spinning slowed down. Wasn't the greatest. I'm not saying like it blew your hair back or anything like that. You know, I'm not saying that. The new thing though, just does some generic fantasy ha 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 fucking music. He starts shitting fire everywhere, and then he stands up out of the fire shit, and now he is bigger. Oh. So what just happened? And then what? Is he going to go back to being small again? Because if he goes back to being small, why does he go back to being small? Because he evolved. See, it made sense in the original one. He didn't evolve. He digivolved, which points out the fact that there is a difference in data sizes going from bytes to kilobytes to megabytes to gigabytes. There is a difference in sizes. The core file, so to speak, was very small. So afterwards, if they didn't have the data because they burned it off doing too much power, they reverted to the small file size. So they became weak little baby monsters again. Made sense. Made perfect sense. They burned off all the excess data in the attack. If they're evolving, why do they become small again? Or they don't become small, because I don't remember by the end of it, I was that annoyed. If they don't become small, then Agumon becomes Greymon and you're just stuck with Greymon. You have already introduced a level of power creep that you should not have introduced to the show if that's the way they're doing it. They ripped Pokemon's song for evolving, added some lyrics, and then had someone's tone-deaf cousin play the song off the tone and not sheet music. This time, he shit revolved. I take it, Hellfire Skyrim, that you have seen it as well, because you appear to be rather detailed with your comparisons. I'm glad that I am not alone in this. I saw it. I was just, what the fuck is going? What is this? What is any of this? What the fuck did they do? Look at what they did to my boy. This is garbage. It's just, it baffles. I find it legitimately baffling that they did what they did. Because they don't gain anything out of it. Do they have high ratings right now? Do they have high ratings? I must know. They might actually, because you know what? There were people in the comments of the site, Crunchyroll. There were people in the comments of Crunchyroll were like, yeah, it's back. Just like the good old days. And I want to track down everyone who made that comment and fucking figure out what they're smoking, because they're blind and deaf. They are blind and deaf. All the people are like, it's back, guys. Like the good old days. Like, you didn't watch? You didn't watch? Either that or you're a bot or you're paid or something. It is rated at 65% and it's the number 17 thing on for the season so far. Like I said, people were in the comments like, yeah. And it's like, no. None of this is good. None of this is good. Where are one of these comments? The 8th Hokage. This was super well done. I hope this show gains popularity and makes some money so they can continue. This was super well done? Who is paying you, good sir? Because you are getting paid some big bucks to sell your soul. Or you're probably not, and that makes it even worse. Because it wasn't. All right, hold on. I'm gonna mute that real quick. I think we're in the middle. I think I clicked into a Digivolve. Oh no, that's, hold on. We're gonna bring this back up. I'm not signed in, so that was just the little trailer music. No, I'm not trying to create an account, Crunchyroll. I'm trying to log in. Your goofy login system sometimes asks me for more information, and it does, the fucking login shit doesn't do it right. Hold on, let me click to their Digivolve music. I want everyone, even if you're not a weeb, even if you don't watch Digimon and you really kind of don't care, bear with me and listen to this music. Just so you can be like, wow, that sounds like garbage. That sounds like butt rock. That sounds like butt weeb. Where's the Digivolve music? This. Generic fantasy crap. This can be done in any fucking... This can be done in any show. That can be done in any fucking show. And just be like, oh, something important's happening, maybe. For those of you who don't know, if I can grab one randomly off the YouTubes, I have a quick ad. What it used to sound like. Like I said, still slightly annoying, I grant you, but you could tell what show it was. Not this one. Which one did they drag that one from? Oh, that was from the weird thing. Okay, no, not, hold that. Admittedly, they did have some bad ones. Whatever, I've got too much downtime. You could tell. It sounded a bit goofy, but you could tell exactly what it was. You play, it's like some like Final Fantasy fucking shit. If you play some of the notes nowadays, people will just start humming it if they ever watch the first show, because they know exactly what you're doing. You could not do the new one. You couldn't do the new one. No one will be humming that. No one would hum that. And admittedly, the one that comes to my mind more is the American one, which is they just say Digimon Digivolution or whatever the fuck over and over again. But Digimon. That's because when I was a kid, that's what Toonami played? I think it was from Toonami. But my point is, you could have some of those notes that anyone who watched a show would be with you. The new one, no one would fucking copy that. No one would copy those notes. Problem is, I was in the middle of a, what do you call them? I was in the middle of the thing where they're like, oh, here are all the songs. I couldn't find the one I wanted to, so I wasn't clicking back and forth. Give it time for people to get off the nostalgia train and see it without the oh my god Digimon hype. Sounds like the crack-headed Mario Galaxy took a massive crap in a tuba. I mean, you're not wrong. Here. That actually is slightly quieter than I thought it was going to be. This works. It's time to the graphics. I'll give you that. Like I said, still garbage, I'll grant you. But the tone is light. It sounds almost electronic. You get what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't sound completely generic fantasy. And then you have the American one, which is just way easier to remember. But it has electronic notes that are going with what the fuck is happening on screen. The other one is not matching what's going on screen at all, by the way. Digi... See if we can get the English one, which admittedly not completely fair because it's a sub versus dub situation. I will grant you that. Trying to see if I can find. Which the American one is way the fuck catchier. So I will grant you that. This is a not completely fair comparison. What show is this, guys? I don't know what show this is. Like I said, not completely fair, because admittedly when I went to the Japanese one, it was a bit toned down to what I could have sworn I remembered. Maybe the one I'm thinking of is from like Digimon Tamers or something like that. Maybe they had a hyper one in one of the later seasons. So I will grant you that. Not the one I was trying to compare it to. So a bit wrong. But still, even theirs that was toned down, it sounded electronic. It sounded like higher pitch notes. It sounded fucking almost tinny. The new thing just sounds like, oh, here comes Gandalf digivolving into a pin. Oh, what the fuck is going on?
You want a real difference? I'll do it probably near the end of the stream because I've wasted too much. Hello? Something just happened with my ears. I'll do it a bit later because I wasted too much continuous time, we'll say, not doing Dwarf Fortress. But the intros, even if you're not counting the American intro, if you want to go Japanese intro, Butterfly versus what they're doing now is what the fuck is going on? I don't know why they didn't do Butterfly. Like I said, maybe it's a licensing issue or something like that. But they could have gone with something similar. They could have gone with anything thematically similar, and it would have been like, okay, it's new but recognizable. I like this. This will bring me in. This makes me feel like the show that I remember watching way back when. No, it's not. I don't know why you would call it a remake. It annoys me. It annoys me when shit doesn't make sense. It's not efficient. It is a waste of everyone's time. There's a new one. All right, let that stuff go through. You said someone was distressed? Who's distressed? Eldrish. Eldrish, why are you distressed? No, he's happy. I don't know what the hell is going on with him being distressed. I don't know. All right. The water has frozen. This has not, which means the dwarves are safe. How is there water over everything else? I kind of half defeated its own purpose when it does that. Ding, ding, ding. Now, problem is, in order to access this, I just need to remove all of this. That just needs to go away. What is that, Eldrish? Oh, I don't know. Shrug. It was just, I don't know. It annoyed me. It was like that. It's Digimon. It wasn't gonna be like, oh boy, I can't wait to watch Digimon. But I was like, God, this season. Every now and then, I swear, an echo is activating in my headset. But it's not like I was sitting there like, oh God, this is gonna be fucking great. It was like, okay, this season's lineup is kind of, lacking. So I guess I'll do this. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe we'll do a bit of a nostalgia trip. I'll see things and I'll have forgotten some of the episodes and all right, let's do this. And then it just wasn't. It was not. And it enraged me. It filled me with a rage unlike 1,000 suns. Perfect combo. Get good at masturbating. It doesn't use Dwarf Fortress water systems. That's awful. Also, welcome to the stream, Tapayoke. We, while doing upgrades and people can request whatever they want for their dwarves, while we were doing this, we were discussing how the new Digimon sucks. And they've made decisions that we don't like because we watched the original Digimon and we don't like change. I'm kidding. I'm fine with change, but they made fucking drastically lazy decisions. If it was like some bombastic intro or something like that, fine, it's different, but at least it's something. It doesn't draw you in. It doesn't do anything. Like I feel like the reason why it's different is that they were lazy. I don't know why you go through the effort of remaking something and then be lazy with it. How do you make a hatch? Carpenter, right? Like that's what annoys me most of all. It's not even that it's like, all right, it doesn't match kind of what I was expecting to remember, but I feel like the reason why it is the way it is that they did it lazily. And that just doesn't work for me. That's just shitty.
Can't say I ever watched it. The new or the old? Like I said, the old one, even if you go with the Japanese thing, and definitely not going to use the fact that we are waiting for hatches to get built as an excuse to try to click that up too. I don't want to play it. I just want it ready. Okay. We'll load that up. And then I'll try to get... Because like I said, part of the thing is like, it's like, all right, so it's a show for kids. Now it's telling me I can't watch Digimon. Availability is not in this. Oh, is that the old one? Are you trying to load up the old one? No, give me the new one. Give me the new remake one where everyone's gone fucking lazy. All right, where are my hatches? I forgot it was going to resume in the middle. Oh yeah, I forgot. They have an ad at the beginning of this with a stupid cat. Why do they have an ad with the stupid cat? No one knows. I mean, I know it's Toei Animation, but why is it on the streaming site that it does the cat? I'm gonna mute you until it looks like you're doing an intro. Where is Hatch? I don't do hatches too often. You still describing? Describing. Floor hatch, big H. Oh, is this what we're doing now? I think we're about to do the intro. So this is the new intro. This reminds me of... It reminds me of like Bleach or something. Like I said, semi-generic. Just sounds a bit generic. The original one was Japanese version. It might be an English language. This is a Japanese version. My point being is it's got bass, it's bombastic, it's got music. Skip in the middle. That's it. I think it is the full version of the song, not the actual opening. You get my point? This is loud. It's just subtle. There's nothing. It doesn't draw you in. It's like, what the fuck is going on? You're a bunch of weebs. I can't nap like this. Generic shonen. Yeah, exactly. Generic shonen intro. The Digimon one. Yeah, even in the Japanese one, you have no fucking clue what the fuck they're saying. But it's immediately boom. It's got music. It's pumping you up for the episode. A new one's like, hey, we're gonna watch a show, and the good guys are gonna beat the bad guys, cause things happen. Show. Watch the showtime now. Give us your money for show. It's fucking annoying. We'll turn Dwarf Fortress back on. I think I've accosted people's ears long enough. Build trap. Build trap. If I'm going to be doing a pressure plate, because I'm trying to see if I can get this to work automatically. Does it open when triggered? It opens when triggered. Opens when triggered. Closes, not triggered. So I wanted to say when no water, open, when any water, close. That sounds right to me. All these traps are wrong.
and I should spread them better. I'm gonna have 4 at the cardinal points. That way every trap has a chance to trigger them. If I put it here and here, they each have a chance to trigger him, and they each have a chance to trigger him. Put it there and there, it's shared. So I do 1, 2, 3, 4. Build trap. Pressure plate. It should, I don't understand. It genuinely confuses me why the hell you do a remake and then just do it lazily. I mean, you might as well have just saved the money and not done it at all. All right, let those get built. Maybe the lyrics are good or something. No, like I could have read them to you, but it was like, we're gonna go fast and find where the bad guy is and defeat him. And we're gonna kill him because we're good guys. And I don't know why I've slipped into this style of music, but we're gonna go and defeat the bad guys. This is already more catchy than what they were doing. Doodle 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 dee. I don't know. Butterfly is catchy. Butterfly is catchy. They're whatever those words were, something like running fast or something. I'm gonna link up that one to 1 so far. Just 1 to 1, so I can make sure this works right. I gotta put water on it, see if it forces it, which should do nothing. It should leave it closed with me doing that. And then me unhooking it should open. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping to send a false signal so I can see it open. I think I might have put Dwarf Fortress up a little too high coming back. No, it's just not. Like, I don't understand. I don't. I wish I had a better way of espousing my thought than I don't understand, but I just don't understand it that much. Baffling doesn't even convey it. Like, not even that it's like a show that I watched as a kid, because like the show kind of got canceled. Like, it's not even like it was a long running show from what I remember. I mean, it kind of was, but then they changed the plot and whatever, who cares? It's the sheer lack of what I'm considering the lack of pride in one's work. That pisses me off. I like, just for this, I try to do things. I try to like try this idea, try that idea, maybe fluff it up, see what improves the quality of the stream. In order to do what they have done, seems to me to be a gross lack of pride in one's work. And that annoys me. Now, I think we triggered this to work off of any liquid. So I'm going to put 1 water there, which should do nothing, admittedly. We're going to give it a bit. And we're going to see what ends up happening. I'm basically, when that water evaporates, I want to see this door open. So that's my thought, is that it can't have false triggers because the water would just go down. That is exactly what has happened this day. Now here's my problem. I have to hook all the rest of them up to do the exact same thing when it's on the same state. So I am going to put that water back to close it, to tell the next guy over to do the same thing. Hatch. That one. Go. Do it. I'm gonna have to try to be careful for this, like, evaporating. I don't know if that'll do anything. Because the problem is now I've got that one priming to be on, and I don't want it to connect backwards. Come on down with the mechanism. Because the beauty of it is, after this, I can just throw down 3s and shit. But actually, now here's what we need to see. 1, what happens? One of them evaporates, or 2 of them trigger. All right, so they're both on. If 1 evaporates, I suppose if it opens because 1 evaporates, that's not necessarily bad. Worst case scenarios, a little bit more water comes in and it re-triggers. We don't need all the water to go away. Now is a very important time to make sure this works. Holy shit, that I was not ready for that. All right, bad times. Apparently we thaw in December. I thought I had like 3 months in game before we thawed. Okay. Fuck. Fuck. Because none of the things are open. And part of the wall is still frozen. All right, we're fine. Luckily, the frozen ice wall over there will save me. Which means I have plenty of time to continue the rest of my experiments. Huzzah. It wasn't anywhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be. Oh, and as for this is supposed to end up being a tower. I'm just bringing up the levels. But by the way, I didn't ask since the beginning of the stream, which I feel is a failure on my part, because some of you don't come in at the beginning of the stream. How have your guys' weeks been? Namely, has everyone collected their fair share of the toilet paper buying spree? I heard in some places people are trying to return them, actually, which is kind of funny and weird. Like, you already bought the toilet paper. You already bought the damn toilet paper. Just keep it at this point. That's just creepy. All right, let that get brought in, and then after that row, because that would bring that to being the highest point on the map, right? This floor is equal with that, so I need 1 more. So on top of this would be a floor that goes all the way across, and then on here would be 1 more wall with a floor with 1 more wall on top of that goes up and down with fortifications, because they're essentially crenellations. And then that tower will be done. This would look more impressive once I start trying to remove, you know, everything else. But problem is, I wanted to do it smaller than my usual projects, because my usual projects take forever to get any significant way towards being done. So we have like a little tower that we're working with, and if this goes well, we will work on a second thing. But we reduced the size just so, I don't know, one of these grand projects can finally get done one of these times. I don't think I've had a major project get done since the Hanging Gardens. Had a couple that can get there, but usually we just end up getting bogged down by so much time in a file and so many dwarves and lots of frames that nothing's happening. All right, so when one opens, they both open, or the whole thing opens. It's kind of good to know. What will you put inside the tower? Yes. Hadn't thought quite that far. Maybe the base, maybe some other things. I don't know. Kind of just wanted to be able to have a tower that I can control the water around it. Like I wanted the tunnel that leads to the tower to be under the water, like made out of glass. That was really half my thought. Right now we're just using obsidian, but at some point I wanted windows and shit. I basically wanted to be a reverse aquarium. I didn't completely think it through. Yeah, or magma. That would kind of also be kind of funny. And I see we are up over the hour. So those who watch after the fact on YouTube, we'll catch you guys next time.